let's dive into it today. We are going to be talking about upper back, thoracic, mobility, stretches, all things that honestly everybody needs nowadays. Just because we're sitting on our phone, sitting on the computer, sitting on the couch, we're just drawn further and further into a forward posture. Posture shifts. We get more rounded in the back. So many things start to shift. Pecs get tight. So I am going to show you my favorite stretches. I'm going to give you 4. If you do these consistently every night, you are going to notice a shift. You're going to sit up straighter, better posture. Honestly, just more mobility in general. So I'm going to start with my 2 favorites on the floor. This is going to be cat-cow for anyone that's known yoga, and then a shoulder under. So you get onto all fours, and you're neutral, shoulders over hands, and then hips over knees. And with this, you want to bring just mobility through your whole thoracic. So what we want to see is we want to drop our belly and open up while we bring our head up. Really nice open mobility. And then we counteract it by bringing our back all the way arched and head down. And you can see this is the cat, arched, versus the cow, opening up. And we go back and forth and really hold, move with it, and gain some of that mobility through there. Really feels nice. Again, if you've been sitting all day, stuck in a position. From the all fours position, we'll go into shoulder under. So you're in your all fours. I take one hand and I go underneath my opposite armpit. And I lay all the way down onto that shoulder. And I just hang out here. You're going to feel this a lot into the shoulder blade, through that back. Let me show you the opposite side. Take my shoulder or my hand, go through my opposite armpit, and then lay onto this shoulder. Very nice, easy. Open up that shoulder blade. All right. For my next 2, we're going to have to find a wall, and we will go from there. All right. We're going to dive into our next 2 exercises. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with doorway stretch. This is an amazing stretch to open up your pecs. All day you're being pulled forward. So this specifically targets what is getting tight in your body. What you want to do is all you do is bring elbow up against the door and you lean into it and you will feel the full stretch for that nice open pec. Couple things to note. I don't want my elbow at the same level as my shoulder because you're just going straight into the shoulder joint. Ouch. I either want it lower and it'll hit different fibers of the pec, or I want it above the shoulder joint and I can lean into it. If you sit all day for work, this is the number 1 stretch you should do during the day and when you get home. You would do that both sides, even out. Feels really nice. Lastly, you're going to get a lacrosse ball, baseball, tennis ball, anything that has a little bit of resistance, a little bit of firmness to it. You're going to find a wall. You put the ball here. You put your back up against it, find that shoulder blade, and you find knots. So you can just sit. You're like, oop, that's a little ouchy. You sit and kind of like wiggle it out. Or you can kind of work that ball around a little bit, work out some of the muscles. It's a little massage trigger point work to really get specific. If you're like, gosh, something just feels really tight, icky through there, feels really great to open up. These are the 4 you need to incorporate daily to get your mobility, better posture, and start opening up overall.